Let me paint a picture for you. You're coming home from work. You set your things down in the foyer because you're fancy. You have a foyer. That's how you know you've arrived, when you have a foyer. And it's dark downstairs. You assume your significant other is up the stairs and you call out, "Honey, I'm home." And you hear a voice from the boudoir at the top of the stairs. I don't know why I'm using such fancy words today, but it's a boudoir. And you hear him or her, whatever you prefer, they, them, whatever you like. They say, "Okay, I'm up here." So you walk into the kitchen, turn on the light, and you see your spouse in the kitchen. And you're dumbfounded because you just heard them call down to you from upstairs. So, what did you hear? Hey, stranger. Elaine, Aeris here. Let's talk about something today that I have been avoiding talking about because it scares me a lot. Let's talk about mimics. If I seem a little off today, it's because I'm still recovering from what I can only assume is some sort of food poisoning or stomach bug. No, I didn't have the parasite. Everyone keeps asking, "Do you have the parasite?" No, I looked up my symptoms and the manner in which they progressed, and they don't seem to correlate with the rapid onslaught of the parasite.
Useless, vile trash. Kenny, why are you late to class? Oh, okay, Kenny, be seated.
But I can tell you, I am so wiped out. I'm just gonna leave my nails like this. I need to do them. I should probably do them right now, but this is gonna be scary.
Oh my God!
So I'm sorry. Just try not to look. Try not to look. Maybe I shouldn't have even drawn attention to them. And don't look at my wig either, because I can't tell whether it looks good or it makes me look insane. I don't know. We're off, but we're trying to YouTube. And part of YouTubing is fighting through the pain and producing a video weekly. I'm trying. I'm fighting through the pain. Okay, let's talk about mimic. And before we really get into it, in case you're not familiar with what a mimic is, let's see what the Google machine has to say. In paranormal lore, a mimic is a malevolent supernatural entity or deceptive spirit that intentionally imitates the voices, sounds, or physical appearances of people known to its victims. Let's dive into this first story. It was posted on Reddit by Gentle Thistles, and they're based in the Blue Mountains of Australia. It's titled, "My Daughter Saw a Mimic of Her Little Sister." Before this is discounted as a story of children's imagination or make-believe, telling fibs, let me give context. And I'll just add a little side note here. Just because it's a child encountering the paranormal thing doesn't make me believe it any less, because I think we've already kind of discussed on this channel, children have a special connection to other realms. My kiddo is on the spectrum. She is very serious and analytical. She has such a high sense of justice and a concept of truth-telling that she will often clarify details of past conversations just to make sure she has told the whole truth. What I am saying is, I trust her implicitly. She has no schizoaffective issues. I trust her too. My experience with people on the spectrum is that very often they do have a sense of justice and try their best to be honest. I myself, when I am telling a story, I may exaggerate for dramatic effect. So sometimes I do go back in retrospect and go, was that interpreted literally? People knew I was exaggerating, right? When I said 500 times, they knew I was, they knew that was, right? The girls will be referred to as R and W. One afternoon, I was chilling in my bedroom, and my oldest daughter, R, bursts through my door in a hurry. She is tense and looks on the verge of tears. She proceeds to tell me, through quick breaths and fast, exaggerated movements, that she saw an unmoving, unblinking version of her sister crouched under her bed. Okay. Why they gotta be under the bed, though? Can you be anywhere else? Can you be outside? When I asked her to explain, she delivered it in a run-on sentence, something to the effect of, I went to my room to get my skates under my bed, and when I lifted the blanket to look, W was underneath the bed, and she wasn't moving or blinking her eyes, but I thought it was weird because she was in the lounge room, and then I thought she must be playing tricks on me, so I was saying her name, W, what are you doing? But she never moved, and she didn't blink or answer me, so I ran out of the room to check, and she was in the lounge room watching TV, so I don't know who was under my bed. Ugh. I remember putting an arm over her shoulder and then placing my other hand on her chest while trying to soothe her, and her heart was pounding like crazy. So she was legitimately scared. Due to this situation defying belief, I said generic things. It's okay. Maybe she was pranking you, but she was so upset and wouldn't drop it. She insisted I come and check under the bed. When I did, everything was normal and fine, although that didn't do too much to soothe her. A long, skinny hallway connects from the door of the lounge room to the bedrooms in the house, so I knew very well her sister couldn't have snuck past her to do such a thing. So what was it? Does anybody know what that was? Does anybody know what that was? What leads me to further believe this incident was true, or believed by W to be true, is the fact my youngest daughter is a very hyperactive and zany person who wouldn't have been able to keep it to herself if she had played such a prank. Just, I see that kind of like, yeah, that wasn't me at all. She would have been hysterically laughing and recalling the incident all afternoon if such a plan had been so perfectly executed. Instead, the opposite was true. She was totally chill and focused on watching the TV, barely paying enough attention to what I was saying when I tried to ask her about it. Suffice to say, my oldest daughter spent the afternoon very disturbed and uncertain. Oh, poor thing. It wasn't until several years later, when I became acquainted with Reddit, that I realized tales of mimics were a thing. Although our experience doesn't align entirely with the overall stereotypes I have read on this platform, I still find the experience fascinating. Hi, Cutie Pie. I find this experience fascinating too. And so does Cutie Pie. She came to join us. Come here, my baby. Come here, my baby. Say hi. Say hi to the 5 people who watch this. Say hello. She's so pretty. We love Cutie Pie. I find reports of mimics to be much more creepy than regular spirits. I kind of get that. It's okay. Don't panic. Breathe. Enjoy nature. And it's just got this delightful hippie in the comment section. Just enjoy nature, man. I'll be enjoying nature too if there's something under my bed, because I'll be outside. Many years ago, when my youngest was still living with us, I heard her call Daddy from her room. I was right outside her room. I said, "What's up, baby?" So I guess this is Daddy talking. And she didn't answer. So I called out her name and she answered me back, but from downstairs. "What, Daddy?" Yes. Oh, I don't like it. I didn't even know what it was called until Reddit. Yes, thank you, Reddit, for educating us. We fear what we don't understand. It's compulsory and completely natural, but so are they, whatever they are. It's part of the overall ecosystem of existence. Is this the nature guy? And then someone's just talking to OP. Your poor girl was scared out of her mind. You have to believe her. She saw something, right? And she's not schizophrenic, it sounds like. I definitely do. I think it was hard to suspend my disbelief logic in that moment, but she was so scared and insistent, I definitely believed her. Thankfully, nothing like that has happened again. Good. We like to hear that. Just to wrap that up, OP does say, it's been 3 years now. I literally worry every single day about losing my babies, and no, I'm so lucky to have them. I pray I go before them so I don't know a world without them. Aw, that's precious. I agree. Me too. I'm not living in a world without my son, okay? So We have an agreement. Okay? Just reminding you. Let's visit another mimic story. That one was so good. I just got permission for this, like at midnight. Mimic? Pretended to be me. Last night, my husband fell asleep downstairs at 3:30 a.m., of course, at the spookiest time you could have given us. He woke up and saw me sitting in the chair. He sat up. I looked at him, but I didn't say a word. I just sat there. After a minute or two, I stood up and walked away, again without saying a word or something. When I walked away, he went back to sleep. But this morning he asked me if I was downstairs last night, but I wasn't. I did not wake up at all last night. I went to sleep pretty late, so obviously I need to cleanse our house again. Okay, so you're like, gotta cleanse our house again. Because weird shit happens here all the time. Gotta love that. A while ago, I heard someone say, "Mom?" So I responded, but didn't get an answer back. But then I look up and see my daughters looking at me all pale because they and my husband heard it as well. I also had something pretending to be my husband. Oh, so we're just taking on the whole family. We're just creeping out the whole family. I gotta say, if I was a bad spirit, I would probably target one person and gaslight and target one person and make them think they're going crazy. So any advice here? Because this needs to stop. My husband is afraid we took something with us. Oh no. His apartment where he lived when we met, I'm 1,000% sure something evil demonic lived there. But that's a whole other story. I'm also sure that the thing did not follow us because that gave me horrible nightmares and stuff. The day we moved out of there and slept in my new house, I slept like a baby and never had those nightmares again. So I'm sure that not in our current house, but I need advice here. Second thing, which is important to know, I do not live in the US. People assume very quickly that I live near Appalachia for some reason. Appalachia is where the hauntings are at. That is where this stuff goes down, guys. Everyone's always like, are you in the Appalachia? I live in a rural place in the Netherlands. Cool. So I'm far from it. Okay. This stuff can happen anywhere, guys, not just in the Appalachia. We got mimics mimicking all across the globe. Lots of vodka says. When I was 20 and recovering from a knee injury, I was watching TV downstairs and my German Shepherd was hanging out with me. 10 feet away from us was a glass enclosure. Out of nowhere, he started growling and I looked over to the glass enclosure he was staring at. FFS. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. There was a guy standing there looking in. The issue was that guy standing there staring at us was me. Being a bit of a badass at the time. Okay, so you're not anymore, but you were at the time. You must have been more limber or something. I grabbed my crutch and caught over there pretty quickly with my dog in full attack mode. I opened the door, my dog and I went out in the backyard and there was no one there. Of course not. It was a large yard and there is no way someone could have made it out of there. I've never forgotten it and it still gives me the chills. Gives me chills just thinking about it. Ugh. Who's that guy out there? Oh, that's me. Great. Let me just grab my crutch. Okay. OMG, that does sound very creepy, and I know that seeing yourself is never a good thing. Are you okay now? Yes, it was a rental house, and there was something wrong with it. Okay. We lived there for only a few years, and I haven't seen myself again. Okay, good. Good. Something wrong with it, as in, like, there was a spirit or entity that was there as well? You think this entity was imitating you? These things are fascinating. Yes, there was something in that house. We were there for about 2 years, and it was some of the worst times of my family's life. To answer your question, I don't know what it was other than it looked exactly like me. I can tell you when I saw that movie, Us, it reminded me of the experience. Why did that give me chills when Us. Yeah, I've only seen that movie once. That was sort of about doppelgangers, but like intense, feral versions of ourselves, right? I thought that was more so a commentary on the US. I thought that the whole thing was a commentary on the US and how we are suppressing ourselves. But I thought Us was was a double meaning, right? It was us, but it's also US. That's what I thought. Maybe I just made that all up in my head. I don't know. Ask Jordan Peele. It really does make you wonder, if this many things have happened to this many people, how are we still able to always try to explain away everything with a logical explanation? Is the world black and white? Is it complete logic? Or is it something more? See you next weekend, maybe. See you next weekend, maybe. Bye-bye. Is this my kitty cat? Is this my kitty cat down here? Is that really her? Is that really her? Yes, I believe that is her. I believe that is.